Okay, we've returned again to grace you with our presence. In the middle of quite the dramatic reveal, as Adira seems to have been puppeted by some green lightning that has been arcing from the lights of this laboratory that they find themselves in, as she has turned towards the only current high magical aspect of Elminster and is sort of lurching forward with her sword raised towards him.
Oh my god.
I think at this point, Merrick's is unaware of this as he is currently taking a nice stroll through the door like a civilized person and not through the wall that is.
This door is open, correct?
Yes.
So he can actually see Melf and I standing there with like blood dripping from our weapons.
Yes.
And the flaming
That's
corpse.
a Tuesday.
Yeah.
So at this point, Loholt,
Yep.
what would you like to do?
Well, I don't know what's going on out there. I don't see or hear or know about Adira at all.
Well, you've just slashed into the Scion and watched him fall back.
Are we technically out of combat?
No, she's a hostile threat, and there is still green lightning arcing along her sword.
I can't
well.
see it though. I'm behind a wall.
I'm right.
All right.
So you
But are we still in initiative?
Yes.
Okay.
Same initiative as before.
So it's my initiative currently.
These things were in initiative previously.
So I say, with my small phrase, I kind of look up. Merrick's good. He's killed. And then I will turn. There's nothing else down here.
Nope.
It's
So
not like
I
a
will turn to
control room
Melf.
or anything.
Shall
No,
we
that
leave?
appears to just be a corridor.
I'm going to search that strange wizard, the mind wizard.
Okay. 1, 2. Do I see?
You see Adira bearing down upon Elminster, but she's moving in a weird, disjointed way, and you can see green lightning arcing up and down her blade,
How close
glowing
have I
almost
gotten?
as bright as
Yeah,
a
not
full
Has she
bonfire.
moved at all?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
It's not
It's
her
all
turn.
just like cinematics. So do I notice that is she like automaton? Does her eyes like weird? Is she
Yes, her
rolled back?
eyes are probably very wide and frantic.
And she's just focused on Elminster.
Yes. Green energy is surging all around her, and you can see like
Disintegrate.
sort of the air itself is almost warping and altering as like a good 10-foot barrier around her body.
Adira? Adira.
What is my exact condition? I wouldn't be able to respond?
You are quote-unquote possessed.
Okay.
Adira, my god, to thee.
So she's just not responding.
Correct.
She advances faster towards
Her eyes will just flicker over to you, and you can see sort of some emotion in them. But other than that, she does not stop or respond.
Okay. Okay.
You do begin to hear a sort of crackling sound from a speaking tube, and just this.
So it's 5, 15, 20.
You feel your connection to all magic immediately cease when you come within 10 feet of her.
That's pretty gross. Disarm.
All right.
I learned this one from
yeah,
Dark Elf.
but disarm is a regular spell, right?
That's an
Disarm,
attack.
not the spell. He's going for a
Oh,
disarm
he's going
attack.
to actually
So,
disarm me.
yeah,
Yes.
I'm moving with Amber Fang.
It's usually best if you work at the shoulder joint or the elbow. I'm sorry.
You gave away my surprise.
Zombie Adira glares at you from out of the other room.
Zombira.
So you're going to make an
Zombira.
attack.
I have a great weapon.
You're going to make
Fighting.
an attack roll.
Yep.
Adira, you're going to make an athletics or acrobatics check.
And what is the sword she's using?
Oh, I'm using my Rennick longsword.
It's a longsword, so I have one category higher. So,
So you're
old rules, I would get +4, but now I get an
You're
advantage.
making an attack roll,
Yeah.
and the AC that you have to hit is her athletics or acrobatics check.
But there are rule adjustments for the.
What you get?
For
Elisa is sort of relieved, but I'm also annoyed because I rolled a 2 and my acrobatics is a 7, which makes it a 9.
So as long as you roll higher than a 9.
Well, I rolled a 14 on the
All right.
die.
So you get your sword in, chambering on the blade, and then fling it to the side as it goes sailing, lightning arcing through it still. However, this does not seem to have stopped whatever is controlling her.
Really? Even though I'm not holding the sword?
On her.
No, there was one in her sword. And now there's one on her body.
Oh, her armor. Oh, I see. But
There's more
she's
than that, you
weaponless currently.
guys.
Oh,
And my
It's a good thing I'm not wearing the renegade
now my
panty.
2 attacks. When you make action, what happened?
It's a callback from a couple episodes ago.
I
Said
think
it's a
we
good
need
thing I'm not
another
wearing the
episode for
renegade
that.
panties.
Well, Elminster can help you with those.
No.
So my first. So when you do a multi attack with your extra attack, that disarm was considered
That's
an
an
attack. Okay. My second attack is going to be a shove action to put her into that room.
Very good. So that'll be a contested athletics acrobatics.
Mel, if you see any switches, I yell.
I don't even have any reactions that I can really do to. Oh my!
Contested what?
It
Athletics.
doesn't matter.
Oh, it's cocked. I'll put roll the darn thing. That'll do. That would be a 16 from me.
Well, that beats my total of 7.
All right, then you are shoved back 5 feet. Melf, you do indeed see levers and dials and switches and all kinds of...
And even look like they belong to the middle room.
You know what? Suspend.
Okay.
Yeah, as I shove her, she's
You see the lightning arcing out from the blade coming directly towards you as it kind of...
Yes, and I see her falling back, and as she's falling back, I'm not going to include her in this suspend.
Okay.
So, I'm going to say something has possessed Adira, and we need to keep her safe. I have successfully disarmed her, and I'm only saying this because I know, Melf, you can't see what's happening. But if there's a lever in there that looks like it could shut the middle alcove, do so, and we'll keep her safe for now.
Do I see 3 levers on the wall?
You do, yes.
Now I'll pull the middle one.
Okay.
Well,
Wait, yeah, as soon as the suspend
when it's
goes,
over.
yes.
Elminster, what do you want to do? We get a minute. We might as well use it.
Oh,
to
we
talk.
got a whole minute?
Sorry, I'll explain this. So the ability to suspend is a reaction.
Okay.
It's used once per short rest, and I can take 6 seconds, which is a round, and turn it into a minute of conversation. But we can only have mental conversation.
Oh, got it.
It's a table talk ability. Yeah.
Got it.
Do I think from what I see right now that she is clear of the mouth of the alcove?
Yes.
Okay, so I don't have to do another
No,
psionic
she has
shove.
been pushed into the alcove.
Okay.
I'll as soon as we're clear, I'll at least take a look at this place and see if there's other controls that seem like they might. I mean, I
Shut that
understand
lightning
this-
off.
the lightning thing. So yeah, I'll see what I can figure out with that.
Okay. Break
Okay.
time.
Pull the lever.
And I do use that time to
put the
turn around and pay attention.
Behind you?
The door.
Yeah, and
Okay.
also the door can't close without pushing me.
Okay. So Merrick's, what would you like to do?
I would like to come into this room and
Okay.
basically try and look at controls. You know,
Okay.
figure
Well,
out
Melf
if there
seems to have
anything
got the
more
right control. Now
complicated.
you do, if you make an investigation check real quick.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out.
You want to
know,
find a power switch. Yes.
exactly.
Good thing you're low on the initiative track.
That is.
I'm not actually.
21.
You are now. 21. Yeah, there's a big green button.
Just checking.
So this, I'll give you a bit more of that. So this control room appears to be designed for testing purposes.
Right.
Obviously, testing for the experiments and specimens, and they have fail safes in case things go horribly wrong.
obviously, yes.
And one of those is a full power, shut everything, close all off, and isolate this room from power.
I'm not saying I've designed a Broger experimental chamber myself, but I mean, I would put one right there.
Yeah.
If I did.
My God, we totally have to publish a Broger.
So
Broger.
you hit the button.
Yep.
Everything slams shut. All the lights are killed.
The shuts do?
Darkness surrounds you.
Yeah, I don't think it goes snap in
It
there.
doesn't-
No, I don't think he
Yeah.
built it that way. All right, well,
It's all right.
close.
I will say for you, Lowhold, you can see that there's the only light in this chamber now is the glowing green of Adira's sword, where there's still lightning arcing out of it, getting sort of larger and larger.
That thing's gonna explode.
Adira, as you feel something kind of course through your body, like your tendons are being pulled as if by a puppet strings by some masterful lord, you start to turn towards Elminster, and you feel this bubbling fury, this sort of hatred, but it's more of a not like a fear. It's more of a sense of reluctant aggression, like this. It's you don't think the hatred's directed towards Elminster. It's just sort of this general feeling of hatred. And as Loholt comes barreling towards you, your entire body runs cold and seizes for but a moment, just long enough for him to disarm and shove you back, which is something that you feel like should have been prevented, and yet whatever is controlling you almost seemed to allow this to happen. It was sluggish in manipulating your body, and you feel this sense of wondrous elation mixed with the horrendous fury. And as the door slams shut before you, that fury crescendos until you can feel your entire flesh run hot.
I hate to say this, my dear, but I think the armor has to come off.
As the lights dim for the rest of you, Elminster, you are standing in front of the door.
66 better look like Emperor
The
Palpatine.
door is going to slam shut because the kill switch has been hit.
That's why I moved.
Yes, so into your side. Not enough to really cause much damage, but it'll probably leave a bruise.
Does he keep it open, or is it?
It does.
Okay. So the door is open.
Yeah, his whole point was he was basically standing in the way so the door wouldn't lock you all into the room.
Well done, was it?
If you move, though, it's probably going to slam shut unless you can find a way to wedge it open.
Try to be very nonchalant about it. And I'm just saying, over
Good thing
here,
I brought
if you
these
need one-
iron spikes.
Yeah, we got 100 iron spikes.
And I
combat
have
over?
a mage hand. I can take the iron
Combat
spikes
over?
and
At this point, yeah.
yeah. Let's do
Just go
that.
much over. I'll go up to the wall.
Well, hold on, actually. Hold on. So you grab the iron spikes and start putting those in.
Yeah.
So Melf is going over to give
I
the
was
iron
going to
spikes.
frisk the.
Well, he doesn't need to do that anymore. He's because Elminster's grabbing the spikes with Mage Hand.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
So Melf is frisking the. So you start searching through his things. You do find some what looks to be notes, some kind of research papers, some correspondence, and it is dark, but you don't
Picture
care.
of his children.
Come on, nothing like that.
Yeah.
There is a quick cursory glance.
4-year-old.
You believe that this man worked for an organization known as the Presence. You also find a scrap of a scrap.
Did they bring the
page,
presents?
which says,
We don't.
Oh,
Nope.
no.
It's nothing funny.
"Remember,
very
insert
strict. Serious
after
business.
the crazies, but turn before the wife." And with that note is a key, a wrench key.
Okay.
Okay, say that again.
Remember, insert after the crazies, but turn before the wife.
Oh.
Is this a Rennick wrench? Is it green?
It's it is a it has Rennick in it, but it is actually more of a steel.
I know. I think I have an idea what this is.
You don't believe this man was a Iltharian knight, and so if it was made of Rennick, it would have not been nice
Right.
and very pleasant to hold on to.
No jewelry, no gold pieces, nothing good.
Oh, he's definitely got money on him.
All right, well, good,
100%
good,
he's
good,
got
good.
money on him. He's got 19 gold pieces.
All right, that's important. Gotta make sure.
Just in principle.
Bring some
There's
Embrourie gold
also
coins
a
back to
couple
Laura.
of patents and deeds to various plots of land in Phelan's Republic.
Oh, yeah, you'll
that's
probably
good.
want those. Yeah.
Great.
I hear it's a great place.
It's a landowner in Phelan's Republic now. Just sell the Bilston's Folly.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Okay, great. All right. I'll say, hey, Merrick's.
Yeah.
You like this sort of stuff.
I do.
There's some papers and this weird, I don't know, like really crappy mace or something. I don't know.
All right. Let me tell. Oh no, that's important.
Okay.
The mace is the wrench.
It's the wrench key, yeah.
Yeah, be careful. Do we have a way to touch that? With
There is Rennick workings in it, but not the handle and everything is steel,
no,
so
that
you
looks
can
very
handle
important.
it no problem.
Sure, yeah, I'll grab those stuff.
And there was something about insert after the crazies, but before the wife. Not
I'm
sure where that comes
Definitely gonna get you to repeat that carefully and
Yeah.
make a note of it.
Yeah.
but
So-
we have that noted.
Loholt, you see the lightning, the green lightning arcing out of the blade kind of towards you, and it sort of statically hesitates. And you hear a voice. You've cut the power. Oh, there's someone who's smart with you. No matter, my pretties shall make quick work of you.
Is he speaking to the thing?
Yes.
I cast the Thunder Wave into the thing.
Okay.
So
it is
so-
going to explode, and the thunder will rock up, and you're
Yeah.
like,
Shut up. It's a boring conversation anyway.
That was clever. That was good.
Yeah.
The
Not
lightning,
enough for an inspiration, right?
Let's go build this reactor.
the green lightning continues to kind of statically alter itself, and it moves past you, Lowholtz, heading directly behind you to where Elminster currently resides. As the lightning begins to kind of take an almost arm-like shape, as the little arcs kind of form fingers that reach out,
we have a
pulling
chance
back
to-
to sort of a body that rises out of the blade, reaching over towards Elminster, lightning arcing to the ground.
Is it
to
getting
the
closer and
ceiling.
closer to him?
It
Like,
is
do we have a
moving
chance to
towards
react
him. You could take an opportunity attack.
on this arcing thing?
Yes, if you wish.
Yes, I will.
I will say you are standing in an anti-magic field,
So
so
I just-
all of your magic items and all of your spells will not work as it is passing through you.
All right. That would be an 18 plus -2 on my sword because I don't get the Emberfang is suppressed as well.
Yes,
Okay, so then it is 25.
25 will hit.
Okay, I just have to naked hit it then. So 7 plus my strength bonus is 10. So 10 Emberfang.
Okay, 10 damage. The damage doesn't appear to be what you would want it to do, as the magic properties of your blade have diminished. But it does, you do feel it connect, and this like arcing spark of green kind of flies out from where you strike as it recoils back. And for the brief moment that your sword connects to it, there's sort of this surge of energy that courses up your arm, and you feel an immense sadness wash over you before it continues barreling towards Elminster.
Mister, we need to get out of here. Just close the door.
Like step out into
Step
the
out into the
corridor.
hallway.
Yes.
That is going to be so one is going to be a miss, but the second is going to be a 24 to hit you. So you're going to take 16 force damage.
Oof. Oh, telekinetic reprisal.
Yes, you could do that.
Okay. So how much force damage?
16.
Right. Telekinetic reprisal.
And as the lightning arcs out toward, or as the green lightning arcs out towards Elminster, you see that part of this thing's sort of mass shrink ever so slightly, as if it has just thrown a part of itself out towards the mage. And what save is my Constitution?
Strength.
Strength.
DC 17.
17 on the dot.
So no damage back or some damage back?
No, it isn't forced back, and it takes 1d8 force damage.
Okay, go for it. So there is a psionic reprisal, but it is not enough to force it back away from you. Okay.
Close the door. Get out through the hallway.
Yep. And I do
Don't
that.
worry about the door. I can get it.
Yep. I go out into the hall and close the door.
Okay. Now, Lohol, you see the door that's holding Adira begins to light up with green around its edges.
Oh, we've got to get out of here.
As it slides aside, you see Adira's body just kind of hand outstretched where the door was. But that is an action. That's going to be that. Now, Adira, you can make a Constitution save.
Can I?
Yes, you can.
We'll see.
Yeah, can you? Wait, is this a positive?
She
Is
is-
this a friendly Constitution save to
Yes,
help her? Then
yes,
she,
it is. She
then
will
my
be
aura
getting
will
a
help.
+5.
Well,
Except for the
She's
fact
got the
that
Gygaxian.
she has a
It
anti-magic aura.
literally rolled back from the 20 to the 2 again. So with the +5, I have a total of 9.
Okay, well, you wouldn't get the +5 because the anti-magic aura surrounding you prevents any kind of magic from assisting you.
Oh, well then it's 4.
Yeah, so unfortunately you are still being puppeteered. But it is Loholt's turn. And again, as this door opens and she stares at you, you see her, again, you can see Adira's true self in the eyes, but
Yeah.
there's sort of this flicker of hesitation. It kind of goes for the sword and then stops for but a moment
We have to
before
get out of
drawing
here.
the sword once again.
I'll yell back, Melf, Merrick's. We need to get through the door, and I will block any movement from them coming through,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll just turn and I will reverse the door open.
Very good.
So it's back open again, but I want to open it so that Elminster's on one side.
Right.
And so it just reverses back open. and it'll stay there before the mechanism locked it. So it's
Okay.
and then that's the second one gone, and it'll be like let's get out of here. That's what I say. I'm going to hold my position here for the rest of them to do their thing.
So Adira, you feel your body move up towards Lowholt. It takes about a moment to kind of look over, and you feel this surge of, once again, that sort of anger and fury, but mixed with a heightened emotional aspect of
Just thinking of
weighing sadness course through you. This sort of instinct of must protect. And you move past Lowholt. You've already used your reaction, but it has been your turn.
Use
So
my
you can
reaction?
use it again. You can take another opportunity attack on Adira if you want.
Yeah, I will.
She goes.
So I don't attack him?
You go for the sword. Bring the sword. Turn. Pause at Lowholt.
She's going for the sword?
She has gone for the sword.
I see.
Looked at Lowholt. Pause, and then try to move past him to get to the open door where Elminster is.
Okay, so I can't really make the attack until she breaks away from my square.
Which she is doing.
So shoving would be bad. So we will go for...
Go for a grapple.
Yeah, I think grapple's all right. No, I'm gonna get with her.
You can.
Look over. Looks like no. I agree with you.
Yeah, grapple the woman dressed in Reddick steel. What's the problem?
Uh,
I don't understand why wouldn't you not do that?
we gotta do the tripping thing, so we'll go for a trip.
Okay, go
Spin
for a
around.
shoved to prone.
Shoved prone. Oh, we got a 3.
Plus your athletics
So 6. This is a 9.
against your acrobatics.
15.
Okay.
All right, she wins.
So you go for
Hey.
you go for the trip, but she does manage to continue on and avoiding it.
Okay, and she's continuing to move.
Yes, you can use to move over towards the door, past the other creature.
Yeah, I'm gonna
This-
chrono stutter, or I'm gonna chrono shift to make her lose 10 feet.
Okay. Well, that gets her to about
Keep her back. I'm out of those abilities now. I'm running out of abilities.
Same here.
Help!
I got an idea,
Okay, Elminster,
Mm-hmm.
hiding behind the door in the antechamber. What would you like to do?
I am going to telekinetically push Adira back into the room.
Please make a strength save.
Using my psionics.
At least he's learning. My strength save is not great.
Good.
12.
That's good. You are shoved back 10 feet back towards Lowholt.
Wonderful.
A creature can willingly fail this save.
Unfortunately,
Well, she's
she
not-
is
I would
not
not
going to be willingly failing that.
Oh, darn.
Okay.
Stay there, yeah.
Melf.
So there's this ugly energy thing, right?
Yes.
All right, so I will... Can you just move my character to the door?
And you're trying to go around it?
You can go through it.
As you step within
Yeah.
10 feet of this green lightning figure, you feel all your magic items and your connection to the weave just vanish away from you.
Okay. I would like to get to the door if I can. Do I have to attack this thing and kind of
You
go...
could tumble through it if you'd like with an acrobatics.
Okay. I'll tumble through, and I basically just want to interpose myself in front of the door. So let's see how I do it. It's an 8 plus 6, I think.
She's
14.
coming for me.
14?
She's coming for me.
So you do make it through, but you will it will make an attack against you
Okay.
as you do so, which is going to be a 20.
That would hit me.
Okay.
Because especially without magic.
Oh, yes, fair point. 22 force damage
Holy
as
shit.
That's not
bioweapons
great.
unloads into your body.
How you doing? You all right?
No, I'm pretty weak. I'm about a quarter.
But you are now on the other side of the door.
Yeah.
Once we have magic, I can.
Okay. So I'm through the door and just kind of protecting the door there.
Okay. The creature continues to make its way as it crackles with green energy and thrusts outwards, arcing the energy between the two of you through the door.
Okay.
Okay. One of the arcs goes kind of wide off to the side. The other one is going to hit Elminster for a lot. That is 25.
Jesus. What,
So you're taking 16 force damage, Elminster,
Ah,
and I'll
yeah.
need Melf to make a dexterity save as it arcs from you over to him.
1.
Oh, no.
Well, we had to
So
have
you will
trouble
take
sometime.
13 force damage.
Okay.
We've got to
Yeah,
kick this
tip
thing
trouble.
out.
And then from Adira, her sword is no longer arcing electricity, like green energy, because it has come out. But Adira does not, in fact, do much else. But you see kind of this rippling green energy course down her body, out from her arm, and blast from the sword out into the room where Merrick's is currently
Just
hanging
checking.
out. Yes.
I have not had an action since she came out of the room, moved
That's
across
true.
that thing.
Oh,
Have
then
I
then
think I got
you
missed
should
somewhere
certainly
in
do
there.
something. Yes.
All right. So here's the thing. I'm studying all of this. I'm seeing that there's anti-magic. I'm also seeing that this is a form of energy. That it appears the energy is. So what I want to try and do here is science. And rather than dealing with hitting it with some sort of magic, I want to look around the room, and I'm basically trying to do Arcana to say, can I find something conductive and try to basically see, is there a way to siphon the energy off of it?
Okay, go for it.
So if that's an Arcana check,
Do well.
I'm good at that.
I mean, it's Merrick.
And once again, this is a bonus, not a guidance. People are thinking, how's he guidancing in the middle of a... I am going to go ahead and use my last lucky to try and
good
get a
call.
better shot on that. Unfortunately, no. On the other hand, I'm still pretty good at it. So that was 6, 9. So, only a 23.
Okay. You're a genius.
I mean, what was your first
Super
clue?
genius.
What was your first clue?
Yes. Yeah.
As your trained intellectual eyes analyze this entire situation, you've noticed a few things. You've noticed that this thing seems to be able to enter into Rennick devices. It seems to course through Rennick steel. Now, you know of an energy that can do that. Ioessence.
Yes, absolutely.
You believe that this creature is some sort of living energy. It is
some sort of
some kind of ioessence.
Necro Vita. Well, maybe. Anyhow, yes.
Maybe an iomental.
Iomental.
Would be
Ooh, iomental. Trademarking that.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And so it does appear that it has all the properties of ioessence, but seems to some kind of sentience to it. When it attacks, it is burning its own energy out. As it does things, it is burning its own energy. You can see that over time it is diminishing and diminishing in its bodies, and they're starting to, at least the one that you can see, is getting smaller and smaller and sort of rescinding as it's burning its own energy to continue moving and acting. So you believe that you could do one of two things. You could try to exhaust them, just kind of keep them running, keep them doing things until they flee because they're going to kill themselves out of energy.
Let them punch you until they're tired of punching.
Yeah. Or
It's a
if you
technique.
could somehow find a way to encase them in a Rennick steel source that is locked behind something that has no way for Rennick to access it. Because as you just saw, it can go through those doors because they are Rennick-based doors. So all it has to do is put a bit of energy of its own self into
What
it to
about
open them.
a cage?
If the cage is not made of Rennick, which that cage is not, that would work, although these creatures are beings of energy and can likely just pass through any
Sure.
open
I was
space.
just asking because we just had a handy cage right here. I
Yeah.
was like, well,
I think
if
that
only
handy
we
cage
had
might have been meant
you
for
would,
a
you, would,
Dira.
you would need something like, for example, you would need, let's say, a little rod, a dowel of Rennick steel, and then if you were to put that in like a jar or a box and seal that up tight, and as long as that's not a Rennick box, it would probably have no way to escape.
Well, the question is, I'm in a laboratory in a place that was dealing with this energy. Can I see anything around, like a dowel running steel or something like that I could make use of?
The only, you could easily grab some of the Rennick wires off the walls and grab something like, about that big or so.
Sure. I know, it'll smart. Oh, no? I don't know.
You got your
From
tool.
what about the monster's claws?
Oh, there is also the claws from the mutants, yes.
Or the wrench.
Those were made for.
Or there is also a bit of Rennick in that wrench.
I have the wrench. I
Yeah.
mean, I was thinking about the wrench, but if there's enough in
There doesn't appear to be much Rennick in the lab. You
Right.
can see that one would assume that because of its dangerous
if the
quality, they
wrench-
don't just keep it lying around.
Right. If I think the wrench has enough, then I'll work out the wrench.
Your guess, as a super genius, is that you could literally have a small dot, and that would probably be enough. It just needs to have something conductive to iOS.
Since we have the wrench right here, certainly I will work with that and try and make a containment.
Okay.
vessel.
I think with the stuff in this lab, you could just get like a sealed case.
Yep.
And you could do
Yeah.
that. Now the trick is just how do you get the thing in?
Yes. So I'm gonna, shout some of this. Obviously, not the whole sciencey thing. All right, it's an energy. It's an elemental, if you will, an elemental made of ion essence. We've got to try and draw it into here. Now, again, Adira already was looking over in this direction. I mean, so I'm going to be holding it and sort of, I guess, actually, move towards her, trying to figure out a way. Can I trap it into
One
her?
other thing that you think could potentially be possible is if you had a Reddick Knight who has the ability to manipulate IOSs, and they just went like this, they could potentially
Well, I'm
manipulate
going to
this
try
energy, because it
and-
is still the energy. They could manipulate the energy.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look at Adira, and I am going to say, come on, Void. This is just this thing in you. It's not you. I know you're tougher than this. Push it out of you. And I am prepared to give her a flash of genius
Okay,
when
make your
she next makes
Constitution
her saving throw.
Make your Constitution save, please.
Does she get my
No.
is my aura not?
No,
The
she doesn't get a
first one is
+5
a
because
13.
technically speaking, Flash of Genius is not magical.
That's not magical.
right.
I'm going to give it a
13.
guy. So that's an 18. Oh, do you get...
Oh, sorry. So
Do you get a +5 to this?
I do get the +5. So 18.
You get the +5 from his Flash of Genius.
18.
Okay. That is enough.
18
As
seems to be the magic
Yeah.
number.
your
Not a genius.
body continues to jitter, but at this point, the green energy begins to strip itself from your body as you manipulate the IO essence flowing in your own veins, in your own soul, and push this presence out. It tries to grasp on these electric hands being pulled and peeled as this sense of loneliness begins to fill you up before it is pulled, and you feel like you again. And there is now a second, two of these creatures now buzzing in the air.
Oh, no.
Out, out, out.
You can push it towards me. Push it in here.
I mean, I can, right?
If you were to run over and grab the wrench
I will.
and
Okay.
pull your hand into the IO essence, you could, it's probably going to hurt, but you could channel it through your body.
I will do it.
Okay.
I'm
Please
pissed
give
off.
me a wisdom check.
Oh.
Check.
Check.
Not
yes.
safe.
Oh, really?
That's
20.
Well, you beat my 4.
That's good.
So, the energy courses through your body. It's not pleasant, and you feel every emotion just flow through you, almost like this sort of like this sense of freedom, this sense of
I think
elation,
it's anger right now. I'm
and then
pissed.
this sense of anger, but mixed with the anger, there is this sort of relief almost as well, as this energy courses through you and into the wrench, as the wrench begins to glow brightly, the little Rennick wiring around it almost so bright it's blinding, as the humanoid-ish shaped energy slowly vanishes away into your body.
The whole sees the
I'm
wrench.
gonna get
He's
you
like,
to make a
is that a
Constitution
key?
Another Constitution save. Okay.
You get +5 to this one.
Oh,
No.
good.
No,
Do I?
because the creature is still emanating
Oh, okay.
magic.
12.
12. You are going to be taking 3d10 damage from
Oh my
overcharge.
god,
we're
I might
getting
die.
our
I'm gonna.
Butts
I'm gonna,
kicked here. We need to get this.
I'm not doing well.
We need to get these things gone.
The
So
magic
we
But it
start
is
down.
now
I can't help you even if that happens.
it is now in the wrench key.
Okay. Got it. Try and seal that up.
And that is
Yep.
sealed.
That's just
Exactly.
one of them, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we got the other one still out here, but you got to
Are
wear
you
it down.
doing this damage to me, or do you want me
I
to
can certainly do it if you like.
I don't care.
8.
Making people roll damage
5.
against themselves is pretty
Five.
harsh.
That is pretty cruel.
So 18.
Can we just descend upon this thing with weapons and try and make a few attacks on it?
Yeah.
Let's get it, Melf. Look
Down to
All
10
right.
hit points,
Well,
so-
does Elmister want to do anything?
Yeah,
I'm about to
Mr.
go
wants
belly
to
up.
psionically heal himself.
Seriously.
What's he gonna do?
He's healing himself.
Yeah, psionically.
You're going to just sort of like,
So it works like a healing word.
Yeah.
So
okay, Melf.
Is that thing no longer close to me? Can I feel attached? Well, it doesn't matter anyway. This is
That So one of them is now closed
pulled
in a
the one out
box.
of
The
it.
other one
Oh,
is still
okay.
out.
The one that's the die is gone.
Yeah, it's gone. We've got. We hit it a few times. We might be able to kill it.
All right, I'm going to bonus action, short, second wind to myself.
Okay.
Oh, great, 1.
Don't you get
plus
like a
your-
constitution
plus
bonus?
your
I do, so it's 8 points, but
Is it,
Yep.
it's
Oh,
plus
it is
level?
plus
is it?
your level, your
Fighter
fighter level.
yeah, so which is 7, so sweet.
All right.
And then I'll attack this thing. All right, so
All right. So you are attacking it with a normal spear.
with a normal spear.
So reduced damage, but hey.
And reduce attack bonus.
Let's see, 15s.
15 will not hit.
All right, I missed twice.
So you hit straight into the energy, but the non-magical benefits of your spear are not
Not juicy
working
enough
super
to-
well here. It, however, is quite diminished in seeing that its cohort has been pulled away. And I will say for you, Melf, as your spear kind of glances off this creature, you do feel just this surge of anger pour through you each time you do so.
Okay.
And it begins to kind of flicker and arc into the door, which glows bright green, and then the wall, which glows bright green as it seems to...
Which door?
Freeze away through the...
The door
Power
that, yeah,
lines.
the
I
door
see.
that is now open. It is
So it's
fleeing
gone?
along the rennet
Yeah.
wires that run
Alright.
through the whole building.
Mana return?
Yes.
Are we still in combat?
No, it has fled. It
Okay.
It had thrown a lot of its own body into that fight, and it was not doing so good.
I'm immediately going to start throwing some healing around. So
yeah,
I'll start
me
with
too.
you.
Yeah,
That is 12.
How you doing
on? 17.
All right, great.
Throw
I
another one on
am
you.
down 54 points, which is
Well,
over
I'll
half.
give you. That is
I'm at
18.
35 of
So I'm just
90.
passing a little around right
No,
now.
that's
Oh,
great. Thank you.
Thank you for me.
Yeah, do you need it?
How much healing do you have to go around?
15. Thank you.
How much healing do you have in general?
I have a charged item which I've used 7 of 10 charges, so I can keep going here.
I would get him back
yeah,
up again.
all right. 15 more.
Excellent.
How are you doing? One more.
Yeah, please. One more.
That's another 13 for you, dear.
Because I'm a squishy.
I mean, yes, please, if you have it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just burning through it, but, I haven't been using it yet. So, 16.
That,
one
I
more?
feel so
Yeah,
much
I'll
What
take
about
one
you?
more if you got it.
All right. 14.
All right, great.
Dear?
Feeling a lot better.
I'm down 20 out of 100. I mean,
I'd
it's
do it.
okay.
13.
Awesome.
you?
I'm good. I'm good to go. I can deal with being
I
nice.
should probably stop here. I could definitely use more, but
I'll tell you. We got. See, that was a good one. 18.
Ooh.
I've only got 1 charge left, so.
How much health do you
we'll
have?
save it. Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I should use one on me. I'm down 13.
I'm down 22, but I can lay
I'll
on
help
hands.
you.
No, I can lay
you
on
lay
hands.
on hands. I'll save my last charge.
So I'm gonna put 22 lay on hands into myself to get myself up to full.
Touching yourself?
There is another crackling. from
Let's
the-
get out
from
of
the
here.
voice box.
Oh, the one that I thunder waved.
Yes. It still works.
Yeah.
It's just it was thunder energy that it's
Yeah.
designed to carry sound energy.
Yeah, yeah.
It just sucks for the guy on the other side.
Yeah.
Intriguing. May I ask who it is that deigns to enter my lair, who would face against my beloved creations and live?
57.
Oh, it's me. I can speak up to that. It's me, Baron Merrick Stakhanov.
57.
Yeah. I've just popped in here from another world. You wouldn't know it. It's just thought I'd look around. I love what you're doing here with the Titans. I just was very curious. Just wanted to know.
You sound like you are a fellow spirit of intelligence.
Well, of course. I mean, I wouldn't call myself a genius, but others do often.
He's a flasher of genius.
Yes, genius.
Really, what you're doing here with the Iomantle, I was thinking. What do you think of that? What do you think? I think it's very interesting.
Yes.
While he's having conversation, can we look down the hall and figure out where we're going next?
Yeah,
So
please
Melf,
do.
lead,
I mean, I
lead
have
the
a map.
charge.
Yeah. So back to the antechamber. So there is back to the lobby, which then goes back to the Necrovitae, but there's also the antechamber with the room to the reactor chamber as well.
I'm going to try and just sort of drop a little appreciation of his science just to kind of like,
Yeah, you know what?
just be like, wow, I mean, I really am very curious. The way that you're,
Give me a
it seems
persuasion.
like you're using copper, or whatever it
Yeah,
is.
give me persuasion.
All right.
If there's one thing that evil genius scientists like to talk about. It's their own work.
It's themselves.
To a fellow aficionado, and someone
To a
who
fellow
can truly,
evil genius.
truly appreciate the hard labor that they went into.
He's like, oh, yes, a kindred spirit.
Yeah.
Well, since you are going to die here, I may as well tell you my evil plan.
Sure, go ahead. I think we start the reactor. So
Yeah, just start heading that direction.
Head that way. I'll be right there.
on the way-
We'll catch a moment or two.
On the way, while we're walking and everybody's within 30 feet of me, I will expend a charge, and I am going to Renick Redemption everybody. So you will all get, on top of your healing... why do I roll so badly?
What do we got?
6 temporary hit points.
Hey, man, that's
Nothing-
good.
I know, but it could have been
So as
16.
we were going toward,
But everybody gets it.
I'm going to say, who has the key?
Merrick's does in a box.
I do.
That's
Go
the
with an
key.
elemental.
You are the key
I know,
master.
It's
Need
a
that
bit of
key.
a problem.
is that the key to the reactor?
Yes.
I'll be there in a
The
moment.
wrench that looks like
Yeah,
the
I'll
3
be there
wrench
in a
holes.
moment. We'll figure it out. But I want to hear the evil
Yes.
plan. You
Yeah,
about to
yeah,
say,
gotcha.
You see, you know of the Titan craft.
Oh, absolutely. I'm, and here again, I'm going to drop in like a couple, it's very interesting. Normally, we use a sort of titanium mithril blend to try and channel etheric
Drop some of the
but,
terms that Victor mentioned. To kind
Yeah,
of say,
exactly.
I understand.
Oh,
those
and
words.
very
The
interesting
Soul
stuff.
Forged are
Yes.
my greatest achievement, but the Iomentals are something entirely new. You see, souls are so weak to work with.
I know what you mean.
When bonded with Rennick, they can be used as a catalyst to channel the Ioessence power, but there are beings upon this world which are unique. Their souls containing mana woven within it.
What are we talking here?
Unique.
Elves, dragons?
Properties. Those of the Zayan Ku, you see.
Oh, Zane, cool.
Their very souls are craft of mana.
Oh, yeah.
Now, what do you suppose happens when you absorb a Zayan Ku's magna into your Arenic? You have magical soul energy converted forth to Ioessence, and when treated right, creates living energy.
Oh, and that's what you've done. So are these elementals,
that like
are they
ZCE?
Zanku?
Zanku energy?
Yes, the last remnants of the Linvander Empire, now mine to command.
Neat. That's really cool. Very clever. Very clever.
Really? I thought that was the last remnant of the Linvander Empire.
Too bad you've got, do you have a lot of these?
There's no one here.
Vanderpumps around here?
He doesn't know I'm here.
We will acquire more as the Empire renews itself.
Yeah, I always find I trip my ankle. I turn them when I'm wearing Vanderpumps.
Now then,
avoid them
I
at all.
do believe this has been a fun chat.
Yeah, it has. We'll
My
get-
Iomental has finished recharging and
Yes.
will be on its way shortly.
All
Yes,
right.
yes, I figured.
Catch up with you later. Thanks. That was really interesting. Good work. All right.
Hey, I think you need to wrench this door.
So yeah, you come out to all of them just staring at this door.
Have
All
a
right.
light conversation, shall we?
So the question is, he's taking like the souls. You know, is
Merrick's,
Zanku?
we need to get through this door.
Zanku?
Zanku, that is me.
Yeah,
Linvander.
that's what he's getting the energy
Also
from.
a great place for chicken on the West Coast.
Yeah. Okay, so
I don't have
how
that here.
can we redirect the energy? Because currently we're
Chicken?
key in here. How do we get the key
Yeah.
out?
So the trick is that when you open that box, the thing could just pop out of it.
Sure, good. Here's a crazy idea. It is.
Is there a crank on the
It
bottom?
looked to me like, I could be wrong, but I am actually a surprisingly good judge of people. I have a 17 passive insight. It looked to me, V, like you were like feeling a lot of intense emotion as that thing was surging through you.
You do see green energy arcing along the wall, heading
All right.
towards the room where you just left.
Oh, God.
All right. I'm just saying, can you maybe communicate with this thing, somehow free it? Like if it feels trapped, if it's like one of you, if it's like the soul of one of your people, can you somehow release it or break the thing's hold on it so we can get it out
Oh,
of
see,
this?
that's very interesting because I thought that was just Adira's mind fighting through
I
because of
think-
him.
I think it was the emotion of the thing that was within
That is
you.
very possible as well.
But I can't use any magic against it. That's the problem.
I felt the same anger when I was striking it and came in contact. It was,
So it was-
a burning
it was
rage
enraging.
that emanates from it.
I don't know. You do telepathy or anything? You do all the.
I do.
Can you forge a connection maybe between?
Yes,
the two of
that's
them?
one of the things
When
I
we
can
see the
actually.
energy-
Yeah, you can do that actually. Yeah.
When we see the energy going along the wall, is it actually energy outside of the wall, or is it through the wiring in the wall?
Through the wiring in the wall.
Can
Okay.
we not just disconnect this wiring already?
Then it might just burst out here. If it's going into the room, I think actually that might be to our benefit. If say someone could jam that door really, really shut, so it can't get
It
out
may
of
So-
the
have
so
to
I
get
will say-
through that place where it arcs out.
If you jam the door and cut the wires while it's in that room, it cannot
correct.
escape.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
This door's
There you
here?
go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you work on that door. Yeah,
Okay.
I can shout what
I
to
can
do,
sh-
but
I
this thing I think is our best because we got to get it out of the key without fighting it, and if we can
Yeah.
perhaps get it to just be at peace or something.
I can't comment.
Yeah.
It requires magic, and when it appears, it dampens all of the mana.
Well, I'm saying try and reach it while it's in this key right now, like,
Oh,
He hands you the box.
so I'll take
Yeah.
but
and then like maybe he can help you make a mental connection here.
Do you have any more suspends? Because that'd be great right now.
no, I don't.
Okay.
Oh well.
I mean, I got timeout, but that requires combat.
You know what? You're in a pretty high stress situation. I will, as a benevolent GM, allow you to use timeout out of combat.
Just say that you switched it
Okay.
for the suspend you used last time, which was
So
in combat.
what I will do is, Loho will just literally just kneel down and just like take about 6 seconds to focus. While that's happening, what are you doing?
I'm saying you do your psyche thing. I'm sort of keeping it in the middle, and basically I'm sort of my thing is going to be studying the creature. Like I'm studying the reaction. I'm hoping that they're going to do something that will change, that will produce an observable reaction. So I'm just being the observational scientist, as you guys do what you do.
Okay.
What do you want me to do to it?
I want you to try and create a mental connection between him and the creature in the key, just to try and guide them. Or
I can do that,
forge them.
and in doing so, I'm reading surface
Great.
thoughts from both of them.
Great.
It's like a detect thoughts,
Right.
but I'm not
So
zeroing in.
if you can tell us what's going on,
Yeah.
so just give us a little commentary, like
Sure.
oh, there's anger. That'll be great.
So Loho opens his eyes again.
I feel great anger, Captain. That's the kind of thing I'm looking for.
You see the veil kind of absorb into him a
It's
little bit.
worse than
So
that.
behind the door, behind the door that you have now blocked, you can see like glowing green emanating from the door, and the door is getting as pure energy itself is slamming on the door.
So what do you
Hold
want me
that
to do?
Go.
the
Make the
key.
connection.
Do I have to open the box and grab the key?
You will have to open the box, which then you're going to have to be very quick.
Time out.
That's why I'm saying suspend would be incredibly
Yeah.
useful. What you're going to want to do, open the box, do your thing, then suspend. If you want to do it as efficiently as possible.
Okay.
We'll do a quick initiative roll to see if it gets a chance to attack you before you get to do anything, but then after that you will self-suspend it.
Okay.
I
let's do
believe
it.
in you guys.
Okay.
I'm going to give you some bardic inspiration, which I don't actually have,
Yeah.
so it's not going to do anything.
But
but
you inspired my die to roll well.
there
Is
you
this
are.
initiative?
I did.
Yes.
That was mine.
It was 28.
Okay. You are able to act before this creature does. So you open the box, the green lightning begins to surge outward. What does it look like? Do you just stand there nice and passive? As you telepathically establish some connections?
I dance a little jig.
That's very good.
The dance of the mind.
Yeah.
So you don't really get
Looks like the
thoughts
Macarena.
so much as you get emotion, feelings, energy of the soul, the again,
I can dig it, baby.
all sorts
Energy
of
of the soul.
emotions roil through you. Something that you would notice, Elminster, at the very least, is that you're feeling every emotion all at once as this creature is entirely confused and doesn't understand what's happening. The only thing that it is not is afraid.
Because they don't know fear.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Linvander.
So,
It's Zanku.
if I fed it fear, would it stop to examine it?
It can't feel fear.
Would it be shocked?
But anyway, am I establishing?
Yes, you have established a connection. So, Loho, you don't feel thoughts or words necessarily, just pure emotion roiling off of this thing's existence.
I can't use any magic or anything because we're just in suspend.
You're in suspend, yes.
So I just will try to talk to it.
Okay.
Does it? How does it like? Is it like, or is it just
It's
staring
just
at me?
emotions. Right now, it is fury, sadness, rage, lots of anger, feeling of being trapped, loneliness.
Does
sadness.
it feel familiar to him at all?
I guess so. There's like this sort of overlapping familiarity, yet it's surrounded in an alien corrosion.
Gotta start sending it good vibrations, man.
Can I basically
I'm just thinking the black hole.
take it,
You know,
take the
robot
emotion?
turns out.
and take those emotions in me?
Yeah, you can just kind of be receptive and just receive.
Yeah, I just want to take it.
Active listening, man.
Yeah.
There you go.
Solves
Yeah,
a lot of
charisma
problems.
save.
Yeah, I'll make a big one on that. That's a
That's what I
good
hear
one.
you
Good one
telling
for
me.
me, right?
I find it really helpful when
that's a
people
aye.
actually listen carefully
Okay.
to what you're saying.
Wow.
Do people
That's
listen to you very often?
that's a Merrick's level 30.
Wow.
Okay.
All right.
Again, inspiration.
As-
You're welcome.
Like a fire hydrant that's been wrenched open, just this flood of soul energy and emotion courses through your body. And for a moment, you're not.
This is what it's like being a king.
For a moment, you're
Everyone yelling at you at once.
Hey! You are in a castle somewhere. It's wavy. It's gray. It's faint, ethereal.
fun storming the castle.
Ephemeral room with
Yeah, because it's a storm.
furniture everywhere, blazoned in blue and gold finery. There is a crown,
There's always a crown.
and beneath the crown
Put
are
on the crown.
Because you're telepathically with me.
it's your little interjection there.
I would just like to point out that clearly this entire thing has just been a setup from the start for Madeira to do, you know, like this whole 66. Sure, yeah, of course there's a 66. Anyhow, carry on.
Beneath the crown are waving figures, human-like in their appearance, but gray and twisted and featureless, formless. Tinges of green kind of
It's
outlining
really Lord of the
them.
Rings at the end there, eh?
But yes, very much so. But there is two of them. One that is broad of shoulder and one that is more slim of waist. And they are holding a figure which is entirely clean and sharp. That of a black-haired baby, rocking between the two of them. Then there are shouts, the clashing of steel, and a familiar voice, that which has been speaking you through this speaker, as the sharp pain of being pierced by a renic blade courses through you, and then you are returned as your suspend begins to fade and wither away.
Is this your parents' essence?
It is.
It is the black hole.
The green energy in its humanoid shape just kind of flickers, lingering in the air, not really moving or doing anything.
That's why it's not attacking me.
Violently a spark.
Oh, that's why it keeps going past me and stopping.
Violent sparks will occasionally
Remember what
fire
I told
out.
you.
What's that? So suspend over now?
The suspend is dying away.
It's dying away.
You could.
What I did tell you previously in a previous episode is that 66 is the one who committed the act,
Of killing the parents, yes. So he's been okay.
which is why
The way
So,
that it was
do it-
puppeting her. Can you draw it into yourself?
Yeah, I want to do that.
You believe that it was doing that because she has bonded her soul to Renick and can house Ioessence within her body.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if it were a pacified creature, that, in theory, could greatly empower you.
I don't know how. I mean, I know it knows, right? Or at least I could feel that it sort of knew, but I don't know how to pacify
They
it.
definitely seemed rather attracted to you specifically.
I'm sure they knew me. I was their friend.
So it's slipping away. It's communicating, right?
It is not currently hostile. It is not violently reacting to you, but it is sort of still violently arcing and sparking, and
It's still in the.
Right, but we
Yeah.
need to get it out.
it is coming out. It is slowly like removing its body from.
I mean,
the
I
wreckage.
can try to just willingly take it into my blade,
Good.
but it might control me again. So get
Is there like a
ready.
sense of sentience here? Like, can I like actually physically talk
You're-
to it?
The last sort of emotion, the feeling that goes through you as your suspend fades, is this sense of twisted state. You feel like this being maybe at one point was sentient, but it is just primal emotion, and it has been conditioned to feel nothing but rage at everything.
Condition.
And yet, there was some small spark of something else in it that only you could have possibly brought about.
All right, let's try a little. What do you call it? Guardians of the Galaxy here. All right, I guess suspend
It's a
fade.
dance off.
Yes, the suspend fades.
All right.
The pounding of pure Ios's energy slamming against the door
Dance
behind
off,
you.
bro. No, I'm kidding.
Well, Elma's just still doing this.
Yeah. That's why I'm doing the dance off.
So when the suspend fades, what's happening? Like
The door behind you to the room you've just left, is still being pounded. Green energy flashing behind it as the creature is attempting to just brute force its way.
But the
out
other
of
one
the
that's
room.
in
That's
the,
the other
key.
one.
The other one is slowly beginning to kind of arc and move, and it seems confused. It's not really a head, but like sort of where the head would be on this lightning-shaped figure kind of turns and looks at all of you, and it continues to stare right at Adira, almost as if
Tell
it
it
can
that we're going
only
to set
really
it
see
free.
her.
Yes.
Tell it that
Like,
we
well, just go ahead, absorb it.
Feel the energy. You gotta feel.
I will
Open the door.
touch-
Remember
No,
your
don't
friend.
open the door.
The angry one.
At the angry one.
No,
We don't want
we're
to do
just getting
that.
The other one first.
Let me absorb the friendly one. Yeah,
We don't know if it's
Yeah.
friendly or not,
We'll
but
find out.
we're gonna hope it is.
Try and
I
remember your
will
friends.
Stare at the key.
As it is
I'm not
emerging
kissing the
forth.
key.
kiss.
And with every feeling in me, and hopefully through your telepathic
something fun
communication,
in a minute.
I will touch the sword to the key
Okay.
and open myself up to receiving it instead of being like invaded by it.
The key
You
master.
can make a wisdom check, please.
I'm gonna grab her hand and hold her hand when she does it.
Advantage.
Oh.
There we go.
At least there's no kissing, but they're hand holding.
Yeah, well, we're getting
It's like
there.
mom.
Like,
She's literally
like
gonna be
my
mom.
son, you guys.
She's literally gonna be mom after this.
First base.
Oh wait.
Well, all right. That is a 19
Wisdom save?
plus wisdom save.
Yeah.
27.
Plus my aura.
Not bad.
32.
Okay.
Merrick's level.
Again, you're
You
welcome.
feel a surge of energy course through you. Now, this is how this is going to work.
I actually got the chills just now.
You have gained.
18 levels.
No.
Holy shit.
Yes, please.
You have an extra reservoir of Rennick charges. However, each time you use them, you are stripping life force from this creature.
Okay, how many charges? I know, I just need to know.
I use them all right now.
Yeah,
I use them all right now.
The good stuff.
I like
An
my
additional
ethical
8
dilemma.
drop.
An
Hot.
additional 8.
So
Is it
long
mom
as
or dad? Can she?
they're too far gone to they're all individuality, and like gender is they're a soul.
Sure.
They're just they just are now.
Yeah.
You
That makes your moral dilemma easier.
A lot easier, yeah.
I mean,
Use all
not
8 of those
really,
charges on
but
this dude. Great.
you can
Oh, yeah. That's not bad, yeah.
you can also attempt to you can manipulate it as Iosessence, but that is its body. That is what it is. And it could theoretically also use its own energy through your blade. And while it is within you, it will continually absorb latent mana from the air to just give it just enough Iosessence energy to keep itself alive. But if it burns that energy, it'll burn
then
it too quickly.
it goes
then it
to
can
the veil
absorb.
and it's done.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, you don't know if, because this is a soul grafted with Iosessence, if when it ran out of energy, if it would just pass on into the veil or not. It's hard to say. One would assume, but if it's being stripped in pieces, you don't know if it could ever... It might take eons to reconstitute itself back in the veil. But that might free it.
Okay.
It would just be a very painful way to eventually go, having your own
So-
body slowly ripped to pieces.
While it's in me, aside from the charges, any other effect?
So, it amplifies Io Essence. If you wish to use one of the charges that make up its body, you can deal an extra 2d8 force damage on any attack that uses Io Essence. So
Jeez.
your Io Essence manipulation, for example.
So plus 2d8 force.
Yes. But that will burn a charge from its body. You cannot use a normal charge to do that. That is you pulling extra from your reservoir.
And now what's happened to the stuff banging at the door? We're fine. We can get away from this thing now.
Well, there is the door with. You have to open the locked door.
I
Right.
tossed the key back
Okay.
to Merrick's.
One other thing I will say is that it could use its body to arc out as an anti-magic field, but you probably want to keep that suppressed.
All right, we got the key. Melf, hit us with the.
Did I write that
You
down?
got a good memory? If not technically, someone did. I think.
I
Yeah,
have
you
a, I have an
Turn
excellent
before
one.
the crazy.
No, not that one.
Insert
you have-
after the crazies, but turn before the wife.
And then you also have that diagram
Yeah,
from the
it's
guard.
out on the
So-
two to the right.
Oh, is this that one?
Yeah.
I have that.
Oh,
on the
I didn't
door.
I forgot
It's two
about that.
all the way
times.
in
Two
the-
times.
Yeah.
It's-
Right.
The left dial is 2 times clockwise. The right dial, then it's the right dial, 1 counterclockwise, and then the middle dial completely around
All right.
clockwise.
So what do we see here at the door?
You see 3 rotating locks, similar to the ones that Victor was using previously. So this is one of those like iOS and sealed chambers.
And are there any symbols? Are there any?
No, you get the opinion that the people whose job it is to use these keys probably just know.
All right. So what do we make of the crazy and the wife then?
I don't know.
Or do you think that's?
I don't
on
think
the
that's
inside?
this.
That
So
might
why
be
don't we
correct.
If there are
start with
Well,
the
what
three
I-
dials, if there are literally 3 dials, and we had a diagram of 3
One
dials.
could assume that since there is another lab, there are other
Other
scientists with other
All right.
keys. And so maybe what you would assume is that with one, if you do
of
it in
course.
the correct order, you could open the door. But presumably they have other scientists with other things and they all kind of do this thing together. So you could just give it a shot.
Well, put it in the correct order, right?
Yeah, let's see if it works or if we have to go fight all 3 people and get all 3.
I mean, I have got
might be
I've
like
got
a
a really
nuclear-
plot cheesy way to get past the other 2. Unless the reversal the mechanisms on the other 2.
Yeah.
I mean, you can.
I have 2 left.
You know what? You should probably do that.
Yeah. If we can decide, if we can figure out which one the first one is, I can spend the last of my little chronomancy energy to like change.
Well,
the
it sounds like
mechanism.
he's
But this
the
is
middle
the one that has 3 dials, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You use the wrench to rotate
Yeah.
the dials.
So it
Insert
seems
after crazies before wife. So
But
there'd
turn
be the middle.
before wife.
Turn before. Oh, turn before wife. Sorry, it'd be the second.
After crazies before wife.
After
So it'd be the-
crazies.
So insert after crazes presumes the third. You're inserting it
yeah.
last.
Right.
Turning before the wife would imply that you're turning after something but before something.
It's the second.
This is the middle one.
So it's the far right. Remember, it goes left, right, middle.
Right.
It's left, right, middle.
Left, right, middle.
Yes.
So right.
Yes.
So whatever the right one is, put it in there. Give it the turn,
There is a click.
I will.
and then do your lesser
So I'll just basically
reversals.
put my finger into the touch the mechanism inside the hole there, and then just like just go back in time and hope in the last 24 hours they had opened this door.
They had.
Oh, good. So click that one on, and then do the same thing for
There's
the
a-
last one. And that's the rest of my chronomancy energy.
Yep, and
Little
that'll
Doctor
work
Strange
very nicely
going back in
'cause,
time.
Veil magic,
Yay.
useful against Reddick.
But now we need to cut the wires.
Okay.
Yes,
I've
the
done my
door
job.
behind you finally gets blown open as the still raging Iomental, which is quite diminutive now,
Right.
kind of surges forth, but it goes into the wires and down as it is needing to go recharge after such an exertion of energy.
Excellent.
Door's open.
Let's go.
Beyond the door, it opens into what appears to be sort of a big open chamber that then extends further on to a lab of some kind.
Well, we have. If we went back through from this area through the presentation room to the lobby if we're going into the lobby, my map says that to the left is the Necrovitae.
Well,
is this the reactor?
that'd be further back. This is
Right.
the reactor.
This is
room.
the reactor.
So
room.
you
We're
go
all the
through
way.
yeah,
We're
you
going
go
all
through
the way
reactor
through
room.
to the
We're
reactor.
checking out the
now.
reactor. So
Oh,
yes,
okay.
let's head in.
So heading in, you can see that there is lots of, again, those lights arcing. You see the Iomental, the other one, kind of arc its way down the wall and head off into the back, presumably to go charge at the reactor.
Okay. Well, let's
And along the walls there is the running stripes
this room at all.
of green
Some bad
energy,
vibes in here.
the lights.
Should we start cutting the
Flickering.
wires from here and then just?
You could just start hacking away at them as you go
What do
if
you
you
think?
want.
sure.
Yeah. All right. Hex
So
wires.
in the reactor room,
Well, there's a sort of a lab here, but by the looks of things,
This is like the pre-room.
there's the pre-room,
Got
and
it,
there is
okay.
another door which would lead to where you can see the reactor. There's no lock on this one, but this first room, this lab, it looks like someone very quickly gathered some things and has left this room in a hurry. Of course, they could only have gone in one direction because you've been paying attention to this direction, and you can see a sort of a similar desk to what you had at the guardhouse with the different lights and then labeled with the different rooms. And you can see that the room that you guys were in previously, the specimen and the presentation room, is just completely dark. All those rooms are all dark, but there's a lot of like other lights going on. And there is a big command console with a big speaking box and again room dials.
took off.
Each one. Well, there's only one room that leads from this chamber,
which is the reactor room.
which is the reactor room.
Let's
yeah,
go.
we
Let's
go.
party.
Let's go.
Okay.
We will make our way forward, kick a door down.
Well, it's another circuit door.
All right.
Okay.
Lever it.
I'll do
She's
the
got it.
Well, you can just pull the circuit.
pull the lever.
Okay.
I will
The
say,
lever.
when we actually step into the next room, I'm going to go ahead and cast haste,
Okay.
just to have it up.
Just to have it up, yeah. Not a bad idea.
Were you hasting?
Oh, I was going to say haste me, but
Oh, just hit. You can haste multiple people, can't you?
third level. I don't think I can. Just one.
Yeah, I think you have to uprez it.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm a half caster. It's embarrassing.
So,
Filthy half-caster. Opening the door, immediately there's a loud churning boom, like rumble echoing out. The flash of green light is almost blinding for the moment as the door slides open, but it does kind of dim and fade as you get adjusted to it. Up ahead, so you can see this room expands outwards, and at the far end is what you can only describe as the thing from the diagram, this glowing, pulsing green shaft of energy surrounded in various types of metal, and wires and cables emerging from it, going everywhere, like woven spider webs crisscrossing all along the room, lattice work covering the entire thing. To the left and to the right are what appear to be what you would, being a super genius, determined to be holding chambers that could hold something like an Iomental if need be.
Right.
And they appeared, and you can
And
see
that could
one
be
is
where the other
glowing
one's
quite
going. Right,
brightly,
exactly.
where it is currently being charged up once again. In the back, standing in front of this reactor, is a hulking mechanic thing made of Rennick steel, and in the sort of where the head would be is another one of those speakers, and
Loholt. Ah,
he's in it?
Yeah.
that explains a lot.
So with
Juggernaut.
that.
What do I know about Rennick steel as some sort of shield for my withering ability?
in what way?
Like since I know how to use my withering beam,
don't wanna
if
fight this.
if I was to shoot it at him and he's in this Rennick armored thing, that would interfere or no?
That would, yes.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Somebody used his disintegrator on the wall.
You might have more, but be careful.
This
So-
is a calculation I had not anticipated. You must all die now.
Oh.
I shall turn you into another one. My collection will be complete.
I don't think so.
So there's this thing that's obviously recharging or healing the elemental. So,
Yes. There's two of them, one on either side. One's
Right.
clearly empty because
Right. Yeah.
Can you blow these chambers up, please?
Yeah, I just got to figure out how to break it. So, that's what
I'll buy some time to figure out how to break it. If anyone's going to figure out how to do it, it'll be you.
You figure out how to break it. I can at least study the actual science and maybe tell you where to break it. But
Okay. Yeah, I just want to break the.
if the three of you think you can punchy,
I'm gonna go punchy punch.
Punchy punch?
Because
We going punchy punch?
unless he throws some
Sorry,
spells at me.
stabby stab, daddy dead.
Okay.
So,
All right.
So where is this thing construct standing in regards to the reactor?
Right in front of the entrance into the reactor.
The entrance into the reactor. What does the reactor look like that we can see of it?
It is a large green column heading up and down through the center with metal casings kind of wrapping around it and crackling, like more wires and kind of Rennick wiring and cabling kind of running up and down it, and green lightning arcing up and down the whole thing as it pulses with energy.
So if this thing came into contact with the reactor, there would be arcing, but it wouldn't be falling into a pit of lava.
No,
or
it would
anything.
likely make it stronger.
Now, we know that there's, to deal with this, we've got to channel the power of an archmage into it. The question is going to be figuring out where and how, and I'll work on trying to identify that.
Okay. Here we have the layout of the room, so you can see 66, who appears to be in some kind of Rennick mech, and is armed with various weaponry that will be revealing itself shortly. And then we have the Iomental, which is sitting down in its case over there. I think at this point, we are going to roll initiative, and we shall begin the battle.
Everybody,
Okay, I have to say, I have rolled very well throughout this entire campaign, except for initiative. So just see if I can keep that.
My
that
initiative
going.
is terrible.
don't forget to add 5 for my
Okay.
order of acceleration. Natural 20. Hello. I pretty much will be going first.
I have a 30.
Nice.
Ooh.
Very
This
nice.
is not an attempt to stand you up, but I have 31.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry. I got plus 11 because I have the alert feat.
Yeah,
Do you have alert as well?
20.
Yep, I rolled a 19.
Oh, nice.
So,
dude. Nice.
That-
I'm so sorry.
No, that's actually
31,
good.
30.
14.
So we got a 14 for you.
Noobs.
Okay. And what did you get again, Lowhold?
31.
31. Wow, you scrub.
Yes.
What did you get, Merrick?
Just a plus 0.
It'd be like,
Yeah.
What did you get, Merrick?
66, you got a 35.
I got a
so-
14. I'm just keeping my
14.
pace with Adira.
Okay.
I'm just
23.
We're in sync.
It's true. We're both,
23.
artificer geniuses.
That's right. Almost
what did Melf get?
indistinguishable, frankly.
Melf got 30.
Yep.
Keep up, everybody. Come on. Him and Lowhold up there, the kings who would not be kings, just coming down, everybody. So Lowhold, you're first because 31. Nothing I can do about that.
Yeah. So Lohot will say to Melf, because he sees Melf's like lightning reflexes kicking. He's like, we need to draw it away from the door so that Merrick's and Elminster can get in there. Let's go. I will do the whole paladin thing. Aha! And I'm going to channel my divinity.
The paladin thing. Aha!
That's what they do. They go, ha I will channel my divinity, which is celerity this time. And I use my channel divinity to increase my speed and alacrity as a bonus action. I give myself the quickening condition for 5 rounds. So I'm quickened. Cog of time goes around. Sands blast up and absorb into my armor. And then light trickles down and the cogs create themselves. And a burst I go.
Oh, how quaint. Your soul is potent indeed.
And then beat the and then I'm going to basically 5, 10, 15, 20.
Draw him off.
We draw him off, so I think we go over here because he's going to come after us, right?
Yeah,
I
hopefully.
don't know, is he?
You're the Lin Vander.
Oh yeah, he
The
wants
one
me.
He wants.
No, I'm just going to go right up from here.
All right.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So 25 into him. I'm going to hit him twice.
Okay.
Thrice, actually. Oh,
Okay.
So what is this armor made out of and stuff?
Rennick.
Before? It's all Rennick.
Yes.
Gih.
Those kobolds did a lot of work mining out that cliffside.
Yeah.
This is really tough. I'm literally looking through everything. There's
Well, let's take a couple shots.
You can still damage it. It's still...
Yeah, I'll do 3. That is a 14.
That will bounce off.
16.
That will bounce off.
And a natural uno.
That will definitely bounce
So, clink, clank, clink. This is like the last time, Eric. Elminster. And then I've got a little bit of movement left, so I will 5-foot step over here so that Melf's got a nice open window to charge in.
All right.
I will say, someone break the IO elemental thingy bobber's recharge station, and then I'll move up and fight the automaton.
Did you say
here.
just like that?
Just like that.
I
I had the IO elementally thingy.
It's
I
not-
was going to
it's
do
not
that, but I think
technical.
it's better for me to attack this thing. 29 and a 22.
Both hit.
All right.
You're getting in between the giant honking plates into the joints of this thing.
Good. And my damage is amazing, but I still have a pretty good bonus, so that would be 8 and 8 is 16 plus 3, so 19.
19. With a magic weapon. So
Correct.
that is useful for you. Okay.
And he's brought his friends. Necrovite fuel.
All right. Elminster.
Yes. Indeed. So, are there any gaps that I can see in the Rennick armor at all?
The only gaps you can see are where the joints allow it to move its mechanized limbs. There is apparently like some sort of cockpit type situation, but that's all like sealed and closed. So you would have to presumably open that from the inside.
Mm-hmm.
And it's most likely got a proper locking mechanism,
Yeah.
unlike the doors that you've been working with previously.
Mm-hmm. I'm just going to shove on it.
Yeah?
And with my mage hand,
Would you like to try and shove it prone? Is that?
yeah, and I'm going to try and do it with another flask of oil. So
Why not?
So I shattered a flask of oil all over it.
Okay.
Now we'll light it up.
Sort of a homemade grease spell.
Yeah.
Actually, I was thinking grease would be really useful. I don't have it, though.
Yeah.
That is
Yep.
the strength save against the shove, at the very least, is going to be
It is pretty strong.
DC 17 strength save.
I mean, you could.
Okay,
use
22.
and Uncork the oil.
So,
So
We're
the
all
oil
down to
scatters
the
around it,
bottom
but it
and
does
light
not
it.
get shoved to the ground as the thing kind of buckles. It is now covered in oil, for what that's worth.
There we go. Maybe that's what we do. Maybe we just smoke them out.
Some good lubrication.
Oh, it's a brilliant idea. We've all got oil.
I prefer to
smoke 'em
call
out.
it foreplay, but yes, I have another flask.
It's an alchemical heat metal. That'll do.
Right.
Stinking cloud, anyone? Stinking cloud, anyone?
The IO mental emerges from its chamber,
This is gonna do some damage.
This
and it
thing
is
sucks.
going to move. It has a speed of 60 feet, so it is immediately going to gun for Adira.
So what is that actual count?
Of course it is.
Maybe you can suck it up
10,
again.
15,
I
20,
don't want to suck it
30,
up.
35, 40,
That one's
45,
evil.
50,
Well, yeah, that's true.
55. Yeah, so I can't even.
Right. Please give me a Constitution saving throw, without any kind of benefit, as the anti-magic field surrounds you, Elminster, and Merrick's. No, not Merrick's. Merrick's is out of it.
15.
15. That's enough.
Oh,
It surges into you, and this time you're ready for it, and you are able to manipulate it out of your body as it surges back outwards, and that was its action.
It doesn't get hurt by doing that? Oh, wait a second. Shoot, I can't do that as a reaction. It's
You
a bonus action.
are... So, you are manipulating IO essence. The problem is that if you are wanting to damage it with IO essence, you might have some weird trickiness going on there as it is made of IO essence.
be
Right,
like
no,
casting
I was-
fireball on a fire elemental.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Maybe you can project the one you've got within you that you've
No, I do not want to let that one
Well,
out.
you would
We've
want to
already
try
talked
and
about
you
that.
could try and absorb it too, but as this one is a hostile one, that
No, I don't want to do that. I was trying to see if I had, since that was sort of an attack or whatever.
But that was all of its
I was
action.
trying to
That's
see if I
action.
could use a reaction to do something, but no, the thing I wanted to do was a bonus action. It's
Okay.
fine. It's my turn next anyway, I think.
it
Yeah.
will
It is.
it will instead surge itself into the wall. One of the little wires along the wall.
So it's in the wall now.
Yes, and the green lightning will arc around
So
that
should we remove it?
for the time being.
You can
We should definitely be
cut the
chopping wires.
wires.
Maybe just put it against the wall there because it is still active. It can still act while in that light.
So it's like basically right here.
Yeah, it is surged into the
Okay.
runic light, the ioelectric light.
Okay.
That then takes us to Big Boy.
Oh no, big boy.
All right, he has
Luckily
a
for you, he's probably coming after me
big
first.
boy.
target-rich environment. Yeah, he is going to swing his
Told you
mighty
you'd be filming those.
runic.
Shield spell.
Okay. It will.
Well, I guess I can wait till he targets me.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
It will swivel towards the two of you, and a part of its body will open up as green gas, flickered with little glowing particles of green steel, fly out of its bodice towards you. I will need both of you to make Constitution saving throws.
No. God, no. Oh, this is so bad. Do not fail this.
All right,
You
well,
do get
that's
your
pretty
plus
good.
5
Yeah.
What kind of save is it?
Constitution.
Oh, well, that's pretty good for me. So that's a
And this is 100%
10,
not a spell, just to make
15,
sure.
15 might be
This
good.
is runic dust.
I figured it was Rennick something. I just need to make sure.
Yes.
Okay.
I got a dirty 20, luckily.
15. 15.
A 15 will not be enough.
Then
Did
I will
you-
go ahead and arcane deflect as the gas is coming towards me.
Ooh, there you go.
And that'll
Okay.
give me plus 4.
Okay, that'll do it. So as the dust is coming towards you, you just barely throw mana into it. You watch as the mana is absorbed by the runic particles, but the force is enough to send them kind of scattering away. And then as for you, Lowhold, you're able to sort of
Just my living cloak just goes.
yeah, just kind of
blows it away.
deal with that. So I believe you're both fine.
Yeah, thankfully. That would have sucked.
That would have sucked.
You think this thing is bad? Inhale that gas.
Okay. That then takes us to
Better go
Adira.
back and snort the.
Well, all right, now that I don't see the thing, because it went into the
You
wall.
can see it arcing out of that light, and from previous experience with Merrick's, you know that it can certainly attack you from that light. Because it can just shoot energy. It manipulates the Rennick within that light to use its ioessence.
I mean, we can try to cut the wires again, but we knew that the wires, with it being kind of in that room, was the real way, right? So I think if we cut the wires in the room we're in,
All
it
that's
can
going to
probably
do
come
is
out
just
of the wires.
make it come out of the wire, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not. I know it can attack me again, but I'm still going to make a move for Big Boy because I have
Okay.
to. But before I do, I am now within 30 feet of everybody. So as a bonus action, everybody gets invigorating aura.
That's the.
You
the
have
quicken
the
thing?
quickened
Yeah,
condition.
I've already got it. So.
Well,
we've all
if it
got it.
isn't 8. This has been a long time coming.
My name is Adira. And I need a third one, but it's okay. I'm going to roll the first two together.
Well, you rolled a 20 and a 1.
But it doesn't matter because my 20 gets me a charge, which I'm so happy
Yes, it
about.
does.
Also, first 20 that wasn't for initiative, or no, so for a save in the last, I
That
don't
is
know,
your first
3,
critical
4
hit, I
sessions.
think, and yeah.
It's my first critical hit for
Yeah,
sure,
yeah.
which always makes me excited. So here, I get a charge. Yay!
Kiss.
And then also crit on that one, and I'll just roll my third attack also, and then.
All right.
And that will be a dirty 20 to hit.
How many d8s do you need?
Both of those do hit. And I will let you know, you can damage Rennick with ioessence, as we've established previously. If too much ioessence goes into something, it can cause
Right.
structural
That is
integrity
what
to
I'm
fail.
going to try to do without.
So mechanically,
So-
you can use your iOS manipulation to damage
Yeah.
this creature.
Right. So this is what I would like to do. On that first hit, where I got a really great hit,
Right in the joint of the kneecap.
I have my spending for my extra D8 that I'm going to take.
That gives you 2d8.
That's my regular one.
Okay.
Out of my sword.
Yeah.
And then I'm also. Oh, why won't this erase now? Damn. And then I'm going to expend. Is there a limit per time that I can expend my?
It's half your proficiency bonus.
For the
Round it up.
Okay, so I could do 2, which I think. Now, if I do that,
Are you talking about limit for your
for the new
extra
thing.
charges? No, there's no limit. It's just how much do you want to hurt your performer friend?
okay, but then because it crit, it still doubles.
Yeah.
Correct.
But it doesn't double
So
from
each
my
charge-
essence. It
each
doubles
charge
from the
is
crit.
48.
Correct.
Okay.
This would be the time to use that.
Oh,
yes,
that's
absolutely.
why I'm doing. That's why I'm doing it.
How many
so that's why I
charges
got
do
so
you
excited about it. So I have 8. I'm not killing them, but 1, 2, 3.
I'm only
4.
mostly killing them.
So I need one more.
I'm reducing them to an
Yeah.
inch of their life, but it's fine.
I'm not reducing them to an inch of their life.
No, for every charge you put in, you're putting in
It's-
48. 4, 8,
it's-
12,
it's-
16d8.
Yes, because each charge from the reservoir is 2d8.
That's right.
Yes,
I
you're
need
16d8
4
right now.
more.
1, 2.
See, here I am designing this
We'll
thing.
just reroll
She'll
2.
never roll a crit. It's Elisa T.
It's true. It is true. So I get 2 more out of this after this, right?
Yeah, we'll just add this
Fine,
up
they'll
real
all be
quick.
How
ones. It doesn't
satisfying
matter.
does that feel right now?
Really satisfying. Is there? I want somebody to see it. Hopefully they'll see it.
Do it.
All right.
Okay, so I have, 7, 9, 11, 16, 17, 18,
That's
20,
7 there.
That sounds like a lot of
27. Oh, sorry, 27. And so
Plus
instead
6
of a
more.
1, 6
So-
more. So 33
Plus 2
plus,
Plus 6.
plus 6. So 39 doubled. I'm sorry, plus 6. So 45 doubled.
No, hold on. She only rolled 3, 6, 9, 11. She gets
Wait. But then they
No,
would be
no.
doubled. She was.
No, she's not doubling it. Double the dice.
That-
You have to roll this
She can-
again.
She can double the number.
Okay, double the number?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that's how it worked.
Yeah,
no?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's much easier.
Yeah,
So
it's the
that's
average.
90.
Jesus, what?
Yep.
And then, sorry, I had a second swing that did hit.
Yes, you did.
But that one, I'm just going to do my normal chart. I don't want to do any more with them, so I'm doing my normal. I guess I can put 2 more. No, I'm going to need them
Yeah.
maybe
You never know.
to help people. So that will be almost dropped my sword. 13 more points, which is not as much, but
I mean,
103. That's
you-
the highest I've ever done. So
it's not nothing.
66 is going to be
Nice.
feeling that one.
I'm pissed at this guy, and I hate him so much, and I've had a vendetta against him my entire adult life.
Does that blow out a knee?
My entire adult life.
So you, with your sword, jam it into the mechanisms of this Titancraft mech kneecap, and you hear the whirring gears and various mechanisms kind of strain and crackle
Jesus.
as emotion of rage, vengeance surge out of you into the blade and crackle up as you see like little explosions kind of run its way up the mech.
2 things. First of all, don't let me forget to ask, is he withered on either hit? And then also, I feel like since I have now released part of the energies of the souls of these people that he killed, that maybe it should do even more oomph, because it's not only my vengeance.
It did like an extra 40-some damage.
Listen,
So what happens to his knee?
wait, also, is he withered?
He is not withered. You have damaged the vehicle, which cannot be withered.
Yeah. Okay. So,
I won't say it out loud.
However, you have crippled the mechanisms of its leg.
Oh,
as
so he can't walk.
goes well, it's going to have half movement speed. And it didn't already have great movement speed, but it is now going to be slightly easier to destroy. That's for sure.
okay.
Oh, good.
I'll also do an armor class reduction, as it is not
Excellent.
able to move as much
Yes.
as it normally would have.
Okay.
All right, that's
All right.
that's it. That's all I can do. I'm sorry.
It's
103.
I mean, there you go. So Merrick's.
Impressive work. I mean, I did say move it away from the door, and instead we crippled it right by the door. So good job, everyone.
Fine,
But
when
still,
you
that
blow
was
up
very
the
impressive.
reactor, it could blow him up
Yeah.
too.
So I will say this thing, you said it was a big giant rennet construct with a talking tube
Yes.
stuck in it, right? A talking tube like we've used before.
Yeah.
And I do happen to have a well-oiled
Homunculus.
construct that we have established can crawl into
Holy
talking tube.
cow!
So I am gonna,
It's
just sort of
hilarious.
walk as I'm
Grease
coming
homunculi.
by. I'm gonna say nah, and use a bonus action to send him down in there, and
Slide your grease
Do it.
homunculus
Sword
right
burst.
down that tube.
is what I would like him to do.
Sorry, what was the last bit?
Sword burst.
Sword burst.
Yeah, perfect.
Right, yes, which we had
Nice.
previously established was detrimental to the structural integrity of the tube.
I think this is okay for us to destroy the tube at this point.
Yeah, I think I
We're
don't
not
think you're worried about
necessarily
being
worried about
detected.
I don't really want to talk to this guy.
Yeah, we're kind of done with him.
All right. Do you want me to roll damage, or are we?
Oh yeah, no, I've
no,
got
that's what I
stats for
figured.
him.
Yeah.
He's not a pushover.
No, I figured. All right.
He's going to be annoyed.
Very much so.
So just as a straight roll, that is 20 points of force damage.
Is he making is that like a deck save for him to potentially try and?
No,
Doctor,
No,
just
it's just
straight?
actually, it might be. I'm
No, it might
looking
be
at the
Dave.
wrong thing.
I mean, I'm going to give him
It's a
disadvantage
Xanathars.
because of the closed, confined quarters he's in.
Yeah,
but-
for sure.
And sword burst.
Sword burst. Here we go. Hang on, I got it.
You got it?
So it is. Yeah, must be a dexterity
All
saving
right,
throw.
I'm going to give him disadvantage. That was a mistake. Yeah, that's all going to hit him.
All right. So Nana's just going to hang out inside
Well, he is
him.
inside a little metal
I was
box.
love when the DM's like, I'll be nice to you. Why? Why
Meanwhile,
was I nice
I've
to you?
got
It's not really like he can
haste,
dodge
so
out of the way of
moving
that.
past
Yeah.
him, and I'm studying this door situation and seeing, just.
So
See
from
what
the
I can
voice
figure out.
box connected to this creature, you hear a wait, what? And then the whole thing kind of just cracks and splinters and shards of rennet go flying out of it.
It was a boring conversation anyway.
Your homunculi did not survive that, unfortunately.
I know.
Oh, Nat. No, Nat.
You did good,
Oh,
Nat.
Nat.
Wait a minute.
Okay,
but
Nat,
are there
now.
pieces of it left?
Oh yeah, you could rebuild them.
Oh yeah.
Good, because I can use one of the pieces that's still in there as a spell focus
Yeah.
without the slightest feeling of guilt.
Oh. All right.
We'll get to that. We'll come back to that.
But yeah, I'm basically trying to figure out what do I need to do to open this door. So I'm studying the door.
Okay. It is similar
Should I do
to
investigation,
Yeah,
or-
go for it. It is similar to the doors you've seen before.
I've seen a lot of doors.
You have seen a lot of
We've
doors.
had a lot of doors the last couple
Meh,
of days.
19. I passed the 30s on to, more important folks.
So it's looking like this is on its own individual circuit. It's like one of those emergency doors that they only would open under absolute extreme circumstances. If there's a way to open it, it's probably something that 66 has on him.
Okay.
So you're going to have to either find a way to open this door manually, similar to what you've tried
Right.
before, or just demolish it.
Yeah.
But it is not opening without any kind of
Well, I'm
thing
going to
that he
start,
has.
working on thieves' tools, and I don't know if that's a multiple roll situation. Or
I think
what should do here.
the quick analyzation and then action to use your
Sure.
thieves tools.
So next turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
That I get advantage on.
Oh, because he's got haste. So
Yes.
got haste,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah. And Kenneth Ingenuity again, not guidance. But yeah, I've already used my bonus action.
You're a
Okay,
genius.
well that was a good choice for sure. So 33. Now wait. Excuse me, 38.
Oh well, yeah. It's,
I'm so disappointed you didn't
the
crest
DC
40.
happened to be 35, so that extra couple points, big help.
Jesus, the
They're,
master artificer is like, oh, a lock?
What I did?
A
yeah,
lock?
this is fun.
He looks
I'm
at it, he
like,
goes-
excellent.
Unlock, please. And the lock's like, oh, sorry, sir.
Throwing some cantrip level mana into the lock to get the rennet going. You then kind of finesse little bits and pieces while the 66 in his mech is very distracted by the constant harassing and mostly by the massive explosion followed by the second explosion that have occurred both out and inside of his device that he's labored very hard to make. He has no idea you're even there doing anything. And you just, one by one, the dials, the knobs, the levers, the dial, everything.
Oh, it's fun.
And as the door unlocks, would you like to open it?
Oops, I'm looking at the wrong thing.
Yeah, you should just be able to pick the door up.
Yeah, I just couldn't see on the other side of the door that what the blocks were.
It opens, actually.
Oh.
So it's going to give it a good push.
Yeah, it's
So the door unlocks, what happens?
It swings open. They're so cool.
as the door opens,
There we go. I got it.
you can see the reactor itself now accessible for you to walk through and into the chamber itself. It is just mostly just glowing, pulsing energy at this point, as the shielding of the door is no longer keeping that energy contained, and it is arcing outwards. If you could please make a dexterity save.
Certainly, and I'll get over here. Well, has to go down sometime. That's a 4.
Okay.
I'm
38.
all out of luck. I gotta say, I have genius luck. I've spent it all.
As the iOessence arcs out onto you, you notice all of your magic items shutting down.
That's all right.
You also take 22 force damage.
22.
But you have made it into the reactor's control room.
All right.
But that is, I think, your full turn at that point.
That was a good turn.
Yeah.
That was solid.
Okay, which is going to bring us back up to Lowholtz.
All right. So I see Merrick's trying to get in there, right? And we know that the door's open, and Elminster's got to get his way over there. So what I'm going to do is, where does the anti-magic field, it seems to be coming out? So is magic shutting down at the door frame or a little bit out?
It's iOessence is arcing out of the control room, which is not harmful to somebody like 66, but would cause problems for someone like you.
So if I go close to the door, then it's going to hit me as well, right?
Yes.
Okay, we need to get this guy out of the way for L. So what I'm going to do is...
I will say this, though.
What?
You're the only one here attuned to the veil.
I am.
Veil manipulations are beginning to occur in this room.
Right.
You can start to notice the veil thickening in this particular area. Someone is drawing upon its energy.
Someone?
That.
Yes.
He's doing it. Oh, that's not good. We need to get him away so Elle can get in there. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to try something weird. I'm going to... His knee is down. We want to push him a little bit out of the way. So I'm going to bonus action, because I'm quickened, disengage.
Mm-hmm.
But before that, I'm going to use... Crap. No, I can't do it. Okay. I'm trying to get my Pegasus out and trying to pull him with the rope.
I literally
How high is the
was trying to
ceiling?
say, why don't you just
Oh, it's
trip him
quite
with the rope?
vaulted.
Oh, yeah, it's very high.
tall, yes.
Okay. I will use my action to summon my Pegasus. Whoa! Banquo comes out, and I lift up on him. Actually, no, I won't even lift up on him. I will do that. I'm going to hand a rope with a hook over to Melf, because then I'm out of action economy at this point. Mm-hmm. My bonus action, which I can still do, the action to summon the whole bonus action will be to disengage myself and back away from it, because I'm quickened, and I'll back away because I know he's gonna go off, and then I'll have the Pegasus, which we'll just say is this shiny die here, because I don't have a Pegasus mini at the moment. The Pegasus, I will give Banquo the commanded action to wait, and then charge away from the door when Melf has hooked it with the rope. That's my action.
Okay. The presence of the veil continues to swirl around this room, and you can feel the touch of its essence upon you and racking around in your soul and your mind. I'm going to need everyone who is not Lowholt to make a wisdom save.
Oops.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
18.
21.
Just, do you know how many wisdom? Oh.
No.
15.
Do I get it? Then it's 5.
5. Right. Well, everyone except Elminster has succeeded.
Oh, wait a minute. No. That's
I mean, even with any other
plus.
small light
Yeah.
plus, it's probably not gonna do it. You feel strange. You feel this
I always do.
sort of foggy, ethereal mist kind of pass over your eyes, and you realize that a new Iltharian has entered into this place, or some sort of weird creature that must be slain immediately. We'll get to that on your turn.
Okay.
Everyone else, you feel an overwhelming compulsion to all turn and attack low halt, but you resist it.
Oh, no.
I'm used to that feeling already, so.
Yeah, it's just shrug it off. Mel.
All right. So apparently we're going to try to do the old Empire Strikes Back move in the beginning. We're going to try to trip this guy up. So I'm probably going to need to do an acrobatics roll of some kind as I run or tumble around this dude and try to get a rope around his
Yep,
his
let's do
legs.
acrobatics.
Yeah, the rope's tied to my Pegasus harness, so.
All right. Trying to make me roll high again. Let's get it in the box here. A 19.
Yeah,
Okay.
see, heroic.
Plus 6.
Your elven agility serves you well as you
Legolas is
duck,
around it.
dodge, dip, and
Yeah.
make
Dodge,
And
dip,
all the way around the legs of this creature.
dodge a wrench, I can dodge a automaton. Okay, great. And then I will basically hook it onto the rope and slap the griffin's ass and say go. Or
All right.
Pegasus' ass, sorry.
Right, back to you, Elminster.
Well, the Pegasus was held its action to run, so. It's
Oh, you did, okay.
So,
So then
as soon as it
using
goes up,
that-
I go, and then,
Then,
off.
in that
he'll
case,
fly.
the whole thing is knocked prone as it crashes to the ground, and you hear a muffled
And then he's flying up straight up into the air.
He's flying up, trying to like just drag it along,
Don't
Oh,
crush us.
jeez.
but
Okay.
it probably can't because it's a Pegasus.
I don't think it's strong enough to pull it, but you can definitely knock it over.
I mean,
Yes,
imagine
knocked
being in
over.
one of these things and it's like knocked over.
Oh, yeah,
while
he
you're
is.
in
Yeah,
it,
you'd have your
like-
bell
He's,
rung.
he's having a bad day.
At that point, I dismiss it.
Okay. Excellent. Elminster, when you see a horrible thing that must be destroyed at all costs, what is your go-to? I already know the answer to this, but what is your go-to?
Well,
Luckily he
my
used
go-to is disintegrate,
Yeah.
but it has been used.
Yes.
Oh,
So-
phew.
So what would be your what would be your second?
That's right. I would not
Go
ever
to.
let it go off.
Well,
Power
it
would
would
kill,
depend. Yeah, no, you see, I'm
I am
nerfed,
below 100 hit
so-
points.
I'm nerfed, so I can't use any
Right.
of the
I
fun
mean,
stuff.
basically, it's the
Wish.
it's not your
What?
first, first one. Yeah, power word kill, wish, and now we're down to like option
Yeah.
32.
Finger of death.
Yeah.
So I understand that everybody here that I want to kill has Rennick about them, or it defeats me,
This is
or
true.
it can't
This
use
is true.
anything. So I would take my mage hand and push. Because that's about all because all of the other things require me doing something that I don't think can even affect anybody.
Can affect him.
But he doesn't know it's me. He thinks
Right,
I'm
you
Well,
think
it's
another
more
theory.
so the line of thinking is that there is still a guy here covered in Rennick. We don't know, but we could assume that he could probably drain
Yeah.
spells. So he still sees that as hostile. So you're not. What you're saying is you're not going to start just throwing spells out there because they could just get absorbed anyway.
Sure.
Which is a reasonable thing to
Does,
expect.
does Rennick absorb?
Now,
area
who's
of
the
effect
Eltharian
spells?
Knight
Like if
again?
you-
Yep.
Really? Even a lightning
Who's the
bolt that's already
Eltharian
been
Knight who
manifested
must be
before you?
destroyed?
It sucks up the
right there in
mana
the blue
from
and
the
gold.
spell before
That's
it
an
even
Eltharian Knight?
goes
It
off.
It is now.
counterspell. Sorry?
Oh,
Yeah.
I think that's an Eltharian Knight.
Well, you think it's an enemy that must be slain.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Let it out, big guy.
Okay.
The veil is clouding your vision.
Mage hand pushes you in the face.
I can't do this with mage hand. I can't.
It's a psionic.
Yeah.
It's the
What's the
psionic.
damage? Do I take damage from this?
Yeah.
Well, so what you could do is throw him into the sky and then have him fall and crash to the ground.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That feels good.
No, I can telekinetically shove.
Yes.
Is he within 30 feet? No, he's not.
oh,
Well, then
he's-
you'll need to move to be within 30 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will spend my turn moving.
Well, you don't need to move
You can do
that
it.
far. You just take a little bit of a
You
shuffle.
can move and then do
and then
it.
yeah,
Okay.
just throw him up into the sky.
I can't.
Oh, okay. Then throw him against the wall.
I can only telekinetically shove him
Do it.
And the target must succeed on a strength save at DC 17 or be moved 5 feet towards you or away from you.
No problem. Got it.
Okay. So Elminster just all of a sudden this psionic
coming at me like-
kinetic energy.
Yep.
You dirty
Just like this. Look at his hand up.
I gotta say, it is pretty inspiring seeing,
If
the
you would like to
legendary
make that wisdom
greatest
save again?
Mages
Yes,
of realms
let's make that
basically
wisdom
just
save again.
slapping you with a mage hand. Very impressive stuff.
1. R.I.P.
Okay. Well, you didn't seem to get him, so, better luck next time, I guess.
Okay.
That is then going to bring us to the Iomental in the light, which is going to zap at its, let's see. It's going to run along the wall to go over to zap Lowholt because, well, no, you know what? I don't think it would do that.
It needs to make a decision pretty quick,
I think it's going to zap out at Melf.
Okay. Wow.
Because they can't attack Elminster unless it removes the thing that is affecting it. So,
Can I see it, or is this a surprise attack?
you could see this happening.
All right, then I will go ahead and I'll try shield.
Sure.
Maybe better.
Okay. So we're looking at a 20.
So if it dampens all my magic, then it hits me.
Only
not,
if it hits you will it dampen your
it
magic.
does not then, because
Okay.
the shield would give me a 25.
Right. It is not close enough to you because
okay.
you're far enough away from the wall.
Oh
that
God,
its
he's
aura
just
can't-
shooting a.
Yeah, he's just shooting the energy.
Oh, I see.
If
The
you're
base
within
of
10
it gets
feet of
an
it, it
anti-magic
will
field.
emit the anti-magic.
Okay,
but
okay. I
you're
thought the whole thing
you're
was
15 feet
anti-magic.
away from the wall. There's no way for it to do that without leaving
And
its safety.
And it's at disadvantage, so I don't know if you rolled.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
But I'm a 25 with the shield.
Yes, so so your magical shield does go up and blocks this
All right.
Ioessence energy from careening into you.
Nice.
It is at that point that once again the veil settles in the region, and I'm going to need, let's see, Lowholt, Merrick's, and Melf to make charisma saves, please.
You are within my era, so you get +5.
Hitting my dump stats here. Come on.
Yep.
All right. So wisdom, I have a total of a 9.
11.
Dirty 30.
You're fine then.
It's charisma.
Charisma, yeah. So the two of you then will take 16 psychic damage,
Okay.
and your bodies will be withered.
Okay.
wow.
Fantastic.
As your souls are he reaches out through the veil to touch your souls.
guy's gotta die.
And then throws Ioessence and withering into it, draining the
His head
mana
is
from
right
your
in front
body.
of me now, so
There you go.
Lowhold, you only take half of that,
So how much?
half of
is that?
16.
What does withered do to us?
Withered means that any healing you receive is only as temporary hit points, and
Okay.
your spell save DC goes down by 2.
Okay.
You can end this condition as an action to flush it from your system.
Oh, okay.
It's not too bad.
No.
For this situation with your spear, you're unaffected.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't really affect your ability to fight.
So,
So from there, we get to Adira.
yeah. I'm going to. It's not the end of my next turn yet, so I'm going to roll my attacks, my 3 attacks, as I attempt to shove the
Give
sword
advantage.
into the head. Oh, with advantage.
It's prone.
Each one. So I'm going to do them separately then. So I'm going to try to shove my sword right through the face plate of this thing.
Okay.
natural 20.
Not-
Jesus. I just saw the roller crit symbol and I was like, what is that? That's a natural 20.
Oh
What the
my
hell?
god! This
Sorry.
never happens to me. This never happens to me. Thank you, roll a crit.
We may have finally found the dice.
I'm rolling with advantage
That
anyway,
rolls
just
a
in
crit.
case.
You don't need to because you've already got the highest roll.
What if I get 2?
I lose my mind.
I would also lose my
16,
mind.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you jungled the other die.
No. I will take my charge
Yes.
because I'll forget otherwise. And then, so here's the thing, you guys. I think I need to. Is it time to let your
The Lynn
parent-
Vander bloodline needs to, use my father's
you're
essence
gonna-
to kill him.
It's not
I
like
mean,
you're
this
gonna
is the
keep it
way
around
to
as a
do
pet.
it. It makes me. I'm like, I don't want to cry again.
This
Make me
is the
feel
way.
really-
Just roll the dice.
This is the
This
way.
is a 10.
This is the
All
way.
right.
They're gone.
So
basically.
this is just with my expended stuff from their
Wait, are there?
essence that is in me. Okay.
How many are there? Oh, you roll
So
I'm
you don't
rolling
want
them
to cry
separate
again?
now.
Kiss.
3, 6, 7, 8. So you get to roll. So double this basically.
So yeah, no, I got it. Hold on. So this is
Got it.
10,
This is crazy.
21, 28, 31, 38, 39 plus.
6.
No, not yet.
You know the funny
So it's
thing?
39.
Because you're trying to stab him, I assume, not the vehicle he's in. He had like 3/4 cover. Roll the crit.
Yeah, I'm stabbing him through
Oh, I
the
know,
thing.
I know.
I said it very carefully
Yes, you
for that
did.
very reason.
I was adjusting
None I'm
his armor
expending.
class for that, and it didn't matter.
Plus another 12 plus 6. So that will be 8, 7, 8, 57 times 2. So 114 more points
Wow.
damage on my first hit.
Right. Well, you might not need a second. The blade pierces through the gap, and you hear a shriek of agony, a horrible cry of pain and anguish. And you're not sure if it's your foe or if it's the soul that is channeling the last of its Ioessence energy out through your blade. And for a moment, you see the face of your friend, crown adorning his head, just kind of touch your shoulder. You feel gratitude, not necessarily just for what you've now done, but for everything you have done to raise their offspring and ensure that
You're not tearing up now, bud.
That's beautiful.
been cared for even past them. And at the last fleeting thought, you really get the strong desire to get that crown on his head.
I've already had this strong desire. What are you doing to me?
Doubled over. Blood spurts out from the little gap in the cockpit, and you feel the thickening of the veil wisp away and fade. Merrick, it's your turn.
Wait a second!
You cry as an action.
The issue here is while we have him down,
The machine is down.
that's what I'm saying. The machine is down.
Wait, is he down?
Oh, he's dead.
He's dead.
Yes,
So
that's what I'm saying. So we have him down,
I can't pull the keys from him?
but
You're gonna have to pry the thing.
It's already open now.
no, it's already open. But it's
Yeah, the
also
door is
true.
open.
Oh, that's
pouring out.
true.
It's also pouring out Ioessence energy. It has already deactivated all of my magic, and so the issue to me is that I'm no longer sure this is a problem we solve with magic. And so I'm looking at the situation, especially since you are across the room and
He's.
Uh,
oh yeah,
distracted.
that's starting to fade. By the way,
I hope, but we don't know
that is fading.
how long. But since it just swept out and got rid of all my magic, I'm basically looking at this and looking to the situation we had earlier in the lab. And sort of looking at my, stuff, being like, oh, that doesn't work, that doesn't work. Oh, nope, that's not working. You know what works? A wrench. And I'm just taking out that Rennick wrench and saying, this is a job for science. And I'm going to push through
The ioelectric energy coursing over your body as it rips away parts of your armor as
and
the
I'm just going to
anti-magic.
trust that there is something in there I can find.
Pushing your way through the light, you do find the Rennick core, this huge cylinder of green steel that seems to be driven into the ground, and through the grate of steel below, you can see a ley line coursing beneath the earth, its energies being consumed up, green lightning cracking and crackling down, causing these sort of sparks to emerge from the ley line up and bounce off of the grate.
And when he walks in, we don't see him anymore because he kind of just goes.
He kind of just gets, he just gets
light?
consumed by the light.
So I'm just going to look down into that, look at the wrench, just be like, sometimes you just got to have the right tool. And stick it in there.
Load-bearing bolt right there.
Yep.
Okay. And for the rest of you, as you've seen Merrick's go in there, you're celebrating the victory of defeating 66. And as you look over towards the blinding light of the door, there is the sound of metal clanking.
Yeah.
And then white, hot light. And everything goes dark. And that's where we end the session.